Oh, welcome to a video. We're going to be doing a tier list today. Now, the tier list is Chapter 2 landing locations, the POIs of Chapter 2, all of them. We're just going to do tier list from worst to best. Now, the reason I'm only doing Chapter 2 is because I only started playing Fortnite in Chapter 2. I started playing Fortnite in the Star Wars event back in Chapter 2 Season 1. So that's why I'm starting only in Chapter 2. I don't have the luxury to rank this Chapter 1 stuff, but who knows, maybe I might do it just to give like an opinion of what I know. Maybe, we'll see, I don't know. But we're doing Chapter 2 only at the moment. Hopefully you enjoy these tier list videos, and if you want me to do more, I will gladly do more in the future, because I think this might be interesting. But let's get right into it straight away. First on the tier list we have Catty Corner. Catty Corner was introduced in Chapter 2 Season 3 when the flood happened. I actually, low-key, to this day, still really enjoy Catty Corner. It's not as prominent as it was in Season 3, but it's still very good. Season 3 was at its best, obviously, because you had Kit there, you had the Yeet launcher, you had the shotgun, so it was worth going to back in Chapter 2 Season 3. Is it worth going to now? Not as much because there's not a lot there. I still go there quite often actually, so I still enjoy it. I'm going to say it's actually quite a good POI. I still enjoy Catty Corner. I think it's good. If it was still in if it still served the purpose that it did in Season 3, it would be in great. But at the moment, I'll put it in good. It's a good landing location. I really enjoy it. Colossal Coliseum. Now this POI was introduced last season, in Season 5. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Coliseum. I didn't really go to it unless I had to go to it for like a challenge or something. I would very rarely go to it as a landing location or at any time. The only times I would go to it is if the zone was pretty much only in that area. So that's the only time I would go there. It was okay. It wasn't. It's not worst material. It's not worst material, but it wasn't good. It was okay. It was an okay landing spot. I wasn't hype about it. So yeah, it was just okay. I'm not the biggest fan of the Coliseum. It felt out of place in my opinion. I know a lot of the things in Season 5 looked out of place, but I just wasn't vibing the Coliseum at all. It was okay, but it wasn't. I wasn't going there. If I had the option, I would never ever go there personally. Coral Castle, also introduced back in Chapter 2 Season 3. Look, I've got to be honest. We got that location was hyped up so much. We thought we were going to get like an Atlantis type POI, and then we got this, which was disappointing. It just wasn't good. Didn't like it. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what anyone wanted. Look, I've got to be honest. Yeah, it's one of the worst POIs that we've seen. So yeah, Coral Castle, not good at all. Do I land there? Admittedly, yes, I do. But my opinion of it hasn't changed since it came out. It is not good. I don't enjoy it. Craggy Cliffs. Now that's up north of the map. It's okay. It's not somewhere I often choose to go. Again, sort of the same scenario as the Coliseum. It's not somewhere I often choose to go in my own way, unless I need to. Very rarely do I go there. Is it good? It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay landing spot. I'm not hyped about it, but I mean it's okay. You know, there's no major vibes about it in my opinion. It's just okay. Dirty Dogs. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Same scenario as Craggy Cliffs. It's on the east side of the map, far east side of the map. It's okay. I would say it's slightly better than Craggy Cliffs, just slightly. You can get a lot of metal there with all the containers and that that are there. So that's good in that aspect. But it's not. Again, it's not something I often seek to go to. But I'm going to put Dirty Dogs in. I'll put it in okay. Again, nothing that I vibe a lot, but yeah, it's just one of those PIs. It's going to become forgettable. no one vibes there a lot. Not that I think anyway. No one goes out their way to go there. Doom's Domain, introduced in the Marvel season, Chapter 2, Season 4. Now, I was a bit disappointed at the launch of Season 4 because of the lack of major POIs. Obviously, we got Stark Industries a few weeks later. Doom's Domain was really the only big change. They kept the Authority. We thought that was going to become like the Avengers Tower or something. That didn't happen. The only thing that changed was Pleasant Park. That got turned into Doom's Domain. At the beginning, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but over time, I came to appreciate it a lot more. It was a good POI. It was a good POI. It had a vault. It had a mythic boss being Doctor Doom. It was good. It was good. At the start of the season, I would have said it was okay, but as time went on, I would have said it was good. It was good. Frenzy Farm. Now, Frenzy Farm was in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and it was in the first part of Season 4, and then I got crushed by Stark Industries. Do you want to know something? I know a lot of people do not vibe Frenzy Farm. I quite digged it. I actually really digged Frenzy Farm. It was interesting. It was a farm. There was nothing special about it by any means. But I quite liked it. I enjoyed landing there. I liked going to the big house. Again, my personal opinion. So yeah, I would say it was actually quite a decent, good POI, in my opinion. Holly Hedges. This has been in the game since Chapter 2 Season 1 and it still is in the game. I actually really enjoy Holly Hedges as well. I would say it's actually quite a... Again, you might hate my opinion, but I actually think it's quite a great POI. I really enjoy going there. It's one of the POIs I often find myself going to. Free will. Whether it's a hot drop or not. I do go to Holly Hedges a lot. You've got a lot of houses, you've got a lot of options. There's a lot of loot that you can get, and so a fair amount of you can get a lot of mats as well. I actually really enjoy Holly Hedges. I would say that's a pretty great POI, personally. Hunter's Haven, another Season 5 only POI. That was probably my favourite POI of Season 5. You had the anime skin. She was the NPC that hang around there. All the hunters had houses there. Predator had a house. Pretty cool. I would say that was actually quite a good POI. I wouldn't say it was a great POI, but it was actually maybe because the thing I know a lot of people didn't like the IO guards, but they had TAC to call AR, which is my favourite gun in the game. It was a good POI. It's not a great POI, it was a good POI. Lazy Lake. I actually really enjoy Lazy Lake. I didn't like it at first. When I first started playing, I didn't like it. But I didn't like busy places at the beginning when I started playing. But over time, I've come to really, really appreciate it. And I land there quite often. Nothing else to say about that, to be honest. Misty Meadows. I actually really enjoy Misty Meadows. It's a solid POI in my opinion. And it was my favourite probably during... one of my favourites during Season 5. I landed there quite a lot during Season 5. And I still land there quite a lot during the season because I've come to know it to the point where I know where I can get everything, if you get me. So that's why I really like it. Pleasant Park. Pleasant Park's been in the game since Chapter 1. A lot of people really enjoy it. In my opinion, it's good. It's not great, or it's not even, I haven't even put it in best in my opinion. My friend Nathan, he really digs Pleasant Park. He really digs Pleasant Park. A lot of people really dig Pleasant Park. I enjoy it. I would say it's just a good POI in my opinion. Just good. I wouldn't say it's great or best. It's okay. I didn't like it at first, but I've come to appreciate it a lot more. I'm going to get heckled in these comments. I know that. I'm ready for it. It's an opinion. It's my opinion. But here we go. Retail Row. This is another Chapter 1 POI that's still in the game. I would say I prefer it. I would take that over Pleasant Park. I really do enjoy Retail Row. It's another POI that I willingly go out to my own way. Yeah, you know what? That's a great POI. I really enjoy Retail Row. It's a nice POI. There's nothing specific that I like about it. I would take it over Pleasant Park. So yeah, I actually would say that's a great POI. Thoroughly enjoy it. Rickety Rig Season 3, another Season 3 landing spot. This was the rig after it got blown up and everything, and then it became Rickety Rig in Season 3. That is where... It's not where... No, wait. Actually, it might not be what I was thinking of. Actually, no, I remember what it is. It was okay. It was just okay. I didn't vibe all that much. There was superior POIs in Season 3, I would say. It was okay. It wasn't, you know what? Yeah, you know, I was going to put it in worst there, but it's not. It's okay. It was just okay. Risky Reels. This is still in the game, isn't it? Yeah, it's still in the game. And this was from Chapter 1 as well. I actually really enjoy it. I would say it's good. Good POI. Risky Reels is a good POI. No reason. Actually, I'll tell you a story. Well, it's a small story. Risky Reels was one of the first places I started going to a lot when I first started playing. Because, as I say, I started playing during the Star Wars event. And you were pretty much always guaranteed to get a lightsaber. Not all the time. But most of the time you were guaranteed to get a lightsaber. That's why I went there a lot. Because I really liked the lightsabers. Unpopular opinion. But I really, really enjoyed the lightsabers. Thoroughly enjoyed the lightsabers. Salty Springs. Okay, so this was in Season 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it changed to Salty Towers in Season 5. I wasn't a big fan of Salty Springs. I never was. It was always unfun. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like landing there. Only landed there to do the challenges, and that was it. I would never go there. I know it's another Chapter 1 POI. My god, I did not enjoy going there at all. So I'm just gonna... It's not the worst POI. I wouldn't put it in Coral Castle. I'll say it's okay. You know, you had some good games, you had a lot of bad games, Maggie. I didn't like going there. It was okay. I didn't vibe it a lot. Salty Towers, introduced in Season 5. Much better than Salty Springs in my opinion. Obviously it's a take on Salty Springs and Tilted Towers. Anyway, Salty Towers introduced in Season 5 last season. I would say it's better than Salty Springs, but not great material. It was fun. Much more fun than Salty Springs in my opinion. Not great material. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It was meant to be the new Tilted of Season 5. But it was good. It was good. Much better than Salty Springs, but not Holly / Retail Row / Misty material, in my opinion. Slurpy Swamp. Good PO. You know what? Great POI. And the reason I say it is because you get shields from all the canisters and stuff. Really good POI. Really good POIs. And I'm glad it's still here to this day. You get last season was Big Chuggus. He was the mythic boss, He was the NPC there. He would give you the P90, and now it's at the moment it's Slurp Jonesy. And yeah, I just really enjoy it. And plus it's a good landing spot. I really enjoy it. It's a fun landing spot in my opinion. Very fun. So yeah, I would rank Slurpy Swamp as a great POI, personally. Just my opinion. What can you do? Stark Industries. Stark Industries was introduced a couple of weeks or a few weeks after Season 4 started. At first I would say it was great. Loved it. It was essentially the agency / authority of that season. But over time I started to get irritated of it. I don't know why I started getting irritated about it. I just did. But I started getting irritated about Season 4 as a whole. I really liked Season 4 at the beginning. When Stark Industries came, that was at that point, it was at its prime. and then as time went on, I got really irritated by it, and I stopped enjoying it. So I wouldn't say if you, at launch it was a great POI. Over time, it just became it was good. It just became good in my opinion. Uh, the season just became irritating, so it kind of dampened my opinion of Stark Industries. So I'm just putting it in good at the moment. Stealthy Stronghold, introduced last season, still in the game this season. Good POI. Last season I would have said it was only okay because I didn't have much going for it. But now I would say it's a good POI because you got Lara Croft and you get the grappler bow, which I really like. So it goes there. Steamy stacks. The reason that this is pretty very biased of me. The reason I put Steamy stacks on the best is because it's my OG landing spot. I always land there. Typically, if I can land there, I will land there. Well, you can always land there, so I typically land there. It served me so well in season 1. I always went there in season 1. And it's just somewhere I always go to and I always thoroughly enjoy. I know everything, I know what I need, I know what's there. So it's always served me well to this day, and I really hope they don't get rid of it. I don't want them to get rid of it anytime soon. It's served me well, so I'm putting it in best. Very much biased opinion regarding that goes there in my opinion. Sweaty Sands. The first POI I landed at when I started playing with Nathan. That was during the Star Wars event, and we went to Sweaty Sands. I would say it was still in the game to this day. I would say it's quite a tough one because I'm torn between great and good. You know what? I'm putting it in great. I really enjoy Sweaty Sands. Really enjoy. Always have done. Always will do. There's nothing again like a lot of the POIs in great at the moment. There's nothing there that specifically attracts me. I just really enjoy them. Thoroughly enjoy them. So yeah, I would say that's a great POI. The Agency. Now this is my favourite POI of all time, alongside Steamy Stacks. But the Agency is slightly better. I loved Season 2. Best season of Chapter 2, as most people seem to agree universally. There's no arguing. There's absolutely no arguing where that goes. One of the best POIs, if not the best POI that I have played at. And the same has to go for the Authority. It's the same thing essentially, just with an outer perimeter like shield with a flood. Banging, absolutely banging POIs. Love them to bits. The Authority stayed in Season 4, but it didn't really warrant a purpose until Halloween, which was fun. I know Four Nightmares 2020 wasn't popular amongst a lot of people, but it relived the Season 2 days and the Season 3 days, so they have to go there. The Agency, my favourite POI. Oh, banging POI. Best. The Flotilla. Now I got mixed up with Rickety Rig in the Flotilla, but the Flotilla was great, because it was a take on what happened to the rig after Season 2, and it became Ocean's POI. She had the Mythic Chug Jug and the Mythic Burst Assault Rifle, the AUG. So that was great. We landed there quite a lot in the live streams. If you go back and watch a few of my live streams from there, we landed there quite a lot. Very good POI. Very good POI. Next, the Grotto. The Grotto was the first place I landed at when Season 2 happened. There's no hesitation, that was also one of the best POIs. And again, biased, because I love Season 2. But universally, Season 2 is the most approved season of Chapter 2. And the Grotto was just absolutely amazing. Absolutely loved it. There's no debating that in my opinion. The Rig. The Rig was another Season 2 landing spot. Was it best material? No. It was great though. It was great. You had Tiantina. She was the boss there. She had the Mythic boom bow, which I'm not the biggest fan of the Fortnite bows, so I didn't really appreciate the Mythic weapon. but you know, you got good stuff in the vault. And it was a good POI. A great POI, actually. The ruins, you know what, yeah, best. Because that was, well, you know what, no. It was great though. It was great. And the reason I say that is because you didn't have the vault, you had the ghost henchman and the ghost version of Midas come back. So it's you relived the days of the agency, but it wasn't up there like it was back in season. It was still really fun. You didn't have access to the vault. It was still kind of messed up. But you know, it was great. It wasn't best. I did put it in best, but I had to think there. It was great though. I really enjoyed last year's Fortnite. Unpopular opinion, but hey, what can you do? The shark. Another great POI from season 2. You had Sky. She had the infinite grappler and the mythic scar. At first it was a mansion, and then it became a prison. I preferred it when it was a mansion, personally, but it was still good. It was still good as the prison, and it still is in the game to this day. But it's all messed up after it got blown up, and after it got flooded. It's still good. If I was to say it was, you know what? No, it's great. It's great. It's great. I can't. It's great. It's great. It's great. The yacht. You know what? Yeah, best. One of the best. You had Meowsicles, and he had the mythic AK. I didn't like it, so I didn't go there for his mythics. And then it became Deadpool's yacht. If I were judging it based on which version of the yacht I prefer Meowsicles' yacht, which is, you know, no, yeah, it's best. The yacht was brilliant in season 2. I'm basing it on the season 2 version. It was in season 3, but it wasn't good in season 3 at all. If it was the season 3 version, it would be down here. But it's not, it's the season 2 version, so we're putting it in best because it was, in my opinion, one of the best. Weeping Woods, again, another great POI. I land there quite frequently. There's nothing specific like that attracts me to it, like there is with the shark and the rig and so on. But it still is great in my opinion. I thoroughly enjoy it. Now, we are on the Season 6 POIs. As most of you know, I do not dig Season 6 all that much. I'm not the biggest fan of the current season. I see what they were trying to do. There's aspects that I do like, but it's a separate video. I'll do a Season 6 review at the end of the season. But going off the POIs, Bony Burbs. It's okay. It's okay. It's not worse material. I'll be honest. It's not worse material, but it's not good or great or anything like that in my opinion. It's meant to be the aftermath, a primal version of Salty Towers. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I don't go there willingly at all. Colossal Crops. This was the aftermath of the Colosseum. Again, it's just okay. I don't choose to go there at all. I really don't go there, you know, free will. It's the same opinion as Bony Burbs. It's just okay. They're not what I know. I don't like the season, but it's not worse material. I'll be honest. It's not worse material, but it's not good material. Okay, we move on to the final POI. Despite my opinions about the season, the Spire is a good POI. I'll be honest. It's a good POI in my opinion. It's not great, but it's not, you know, it's not worst. It's slightly better than Bony Burbs and Colossal Corpse. It's slightly better than Bony Burbs and Colossal Corpse. So it's a good POI. I'll give it that. I don't vibe it all that much, but it is quite good. I do enjoy it a little bit. I have to be honest. But yeah, that is my tier list of all the POIs in Chapter 2. I know it's a very biased opinion when it comes to a lot of these things, and I know there's a lot of unpopular opinions when it comes to this. So I just hope that you enjoy the video at the end of the day, and yeah, that's just my opinion regarding all these POIs. Steamy Stacks / the agency. Best POIs in the game. The grotto and the yacht. Oh, banging. Yeah, you know, Coral Castle. What was that? Honestly. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end the video now. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more tier list Fortnite orientated videos, or even Battlefront 2 videos, or any type of tier list, let me know in the comments below, and I will do it. I will do it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm very curious to see what people thought of it. Let me know your opinions in the comments below, because I'm very curious. I know a lot of people will not agree with me, but hey ho, it's a tier list, it's an opinion, it's what it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Take care everyone, bye bye.